Shot meeting behind you.
Just,
I'm ready to go when you are. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Duffy's Road Oval here at Terrigal. Round 7 action of the Central Coast Rugby League Tooheys Cup. At the Terrigal Sharks taking on the Erina Eagles. Erina sitting on top of the table at the moment on 12 competition points. Terrigal in 4th on 8 points, so they'll be looking to close the gap today with a win here at home over the Eagles. Let's run through the two teams, starting with the Terrigal Sharks, the home side, coached by Dave Lyons. At fullback, we have Aidan Wright. On the wings, we have Harry King and Kyle Franklin. In the centres, a bit of a change here for the Sharks. We have the 11, Cooper Bromwich, and 4, Harry Mulligan, with Ryan McDonald ruled out today through injury. At 5'8", we have Kai Hopwood. At halfback, Todd Lewis. In the front row, we have Ryan Jowett and Josh Diaz. And at hooker, Ben Mooney. In the back row, number 14, Dane Vetti Walsh and Jack Lentfer in the 12. And locking down the scrum is the 13, Josh Lyon. On the interchange bench today for Terrigal, we have Bray Verheyen, Dylan Selby, Jack Stringer and Aaron Weston. Run through the Erina Eagles side now, as I mentioned earlier. Top of the table, the Eagles. At fullback, they have the 1, Lewis Sheens. On the wings, Mitchell Deegan and number 19, Luke Drummond. In the centres, Danny Lawrence and Jack Carlisle. At 5'8", Connor O'Byrne. Halfback, Jake Fitzpatrick. In the front row, and number 8, we have Kenny Tawata and Ben Stephen, although I think there is a late change to that. At hooker, we have the 9, Steve Pond. In the back row, Trent Pye and John O'Wright. And locking down the scrum today for the Erina Eagles is Brandon Shoveler. In the 14, we have Toby Elliott. 15, Luke Goronell. 16, Bailey Scott. And 17, Ollie Clements. And they are coached by Dane Allen. As I mentioned earlier, Erina leading the Central Coast Rugby League competition at the moment. Undefeated to start the year. 5 wins and a bye from their 6 rounds. They'll be looking to maintain that position with both the entrants and Wyong nipping at their heels in 2nd and 3rd respectively. So we see both sides making their way out onto the field now. Erina led out by Steve Pont. And the Terrigal Sharks led out by Todd Lewis. Not too far away from kickoff here in Central Coast Rugby League Match of the Round. Bar TV Sports covering this live. Make sure if you're tuning in, you let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Good chance to run through the earlier results from today. In the Ladies League tag, Terrigal got up in a close one, 7 points to 6 over Erina. In open grade, it was Erina defeating Terrigal 46 points to 10. And in reserve grade, Erina running out 34 points to 6 winners over the Sharks. We've got first grade action coming up shortly here on Bar TV. Central Coast Rugby League Tooheys Cup Match of the Round. We're into round 7, so certainly all the teams have brushed off the rust from the pre-season and they're well into their season now. Match officials today, referee Jack Greentree and the 2 touch judges, Jeff Hartup and Deacon Cameron. It'll be Erina in the dark blue with the red and white V running from left to right on your screens. Terrigal Sharks in the sky blue. They'll be kicking off and getting us underway here at Duffy's Road Oval. Erina with an outstanding start to the year. Undefeated so far. Let's see if they can keep that going as the referee blows time on and we're underway here at Duffy's Road. Terrigal kick off. They kick deep down towards the posts. That's fielded there by Kenny Tawata. He'll bring it back to around 20 out from his own line on the first play. It's Brandon Shoveler now with the next carry. He tackled just shy of his own 30. Then he plays the ball to Wada again. Second involvement in this set already. Makes his way up to the 40. They're 10 shy of halfway here, the Eagles. That's the 15, Luke Gornell. He'll play it just shy of halfway. Tackle 4. Pont in at dummy half. And Erina have put that one on the deck. Fitzpatrick with the face ball. The lead runner couldn't hold on to it, so turnover there for the Eagles. Not the start that Coach Allen would have wanted. As Jowett will play it, and Jowett's put it on the deck, so the Sharks unable to take advantage of that great opportunity provided by the Eagles. It'll be a scrum feed to Erina right on halfway. Early stages of this one, score is still 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Erina will win the scrum feed. It's Danny Lawrence with a good strong run from the back of the scrum. He'll be put down in Sharks territory, so first opportunity here for Erina. John O'Wright takes the run towards the centre of the field. He'll play at 35 out from the line. Pont in at dummy half. Goes to O'Byrne. O'Byrne short ball, and Brandon Chauveler is absolutely buried in that one. To Wada now. That's a good legs tackle as well. The Sharks really muscling up in defence here. Pont now. Comes to O'Byrne. O'Byrne with a face ball to Lawrence. That's good defence there from Harry Mulligan. So the Sharks standing firm here in the early stages. Last tackle right in at dummy half. Goes to O'Byrne. Puts it across field. Sharks happy to let them take that one on the full as it comes back to Fitzpatrick, who puts it on the toe again. Aidan Wright comes across to clean it up. So bit of a scrappy end of the set there for the Eagles. And the Sharks will look to work it away from their own line now. Good numbers in the tackle there for Erina. Slow play the ball. And Erina returning serve with some strong defence of their own. Brandon Chauveler looking to get one back, and they've forced an error here, the Eagles. It's a great opportunity for them to post first points. With Chauveler in on the tackle, he had a bit of help. But Sharks unable to play the ball correctly. Really inviting the Eagles onto the attack here. As you can hear the Erina reserve grade boys celebrating their win in the background. And they win the scrum. They go to Wright. He takes 4 to bring down on play 1. Right in the centre of the field. They go to Tiwata. Kenny Tiwata's brought down. He's only about 5 away. Not even that. Pont in at dummy half. Goes out the back to Fitzpatrick. Puts it on the toe. Second tackle. They'll score here, will they? No, it's been knocked on. Chance goes begging. Trent Pye could not force it. And a real let-off for the Sharks. Aidan Wright brings it back. Did the old stop-start. Fooled everybody. So 7 tackle set here for the Sharks. If they can hold on to it, get down the other end. Coach Lyons will be happy with that. They make their way up towards halfway. That's the 16, Dylan Selby out there. So they come down the short side. They kick early in the count. Manages to turn the fullback around, but Sheens is happy to see that one run over the dead ball line. So disappointing end to the set there for the Sharks. Kai Hopwood with the kick. Just, it's a hard surface out there today. Just ran along, wouldn't sit up. Now it's Erina's turn for a 7 tackle set. Still 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Terrigal Sharks, 4th on the ladder, taking on the ladder leaders in Erina. Tiwata again. He's had plenty of touches early on. Playing about 8 shy of halfway. Shoveler now. He'll be made to play it on halfway. Still a few tackles up their sleeve. Pont out of dummy half. Oh, and he sold the dummy and he's through Pont. He's got support. Fitzpatrick. 6 again. No, the referee's found a little knock on from Terrigal and Erina. So it'll be a scrum feed here to the Eagles, but Pont out of dummy half. Looking very dangerous early on. Erina will have a full set of 6 at their disposal from inside Terrigal 30. Comes to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick to O'Byrne. And he's met a good tackle by Hopwood. Well read there by the 5'8" from Terrigal. Pont in a dummy half. Shoveler again. Copped a little bit of a high shot there. Yes, he has. A little bit of a smack around the chops there for Shoveler. Might be an opportunity here for Erina to put first points on the board. Kick from right in front, about 25 out if they want it. It looks like they're going to take the tap here, the Eagles. Pont not interested in the 2 points. Shoveler again. And he'll play it inside. Terrigal 20. Pont out of dummy half. Dummies to Tiwata. Finds O'Byrne. O'Byrne for the line. The numbers get there for the Sharks. O'Byrne will play it. Only metres out. Pont in a dummy half. Comes to Fitzpatrick. Tiwata now. There's the ball. It's hit the deck and the Sharks come up with it. So good goal line defence from Terrigal. They'll play the ball 15 out from their own line. 0-0 the score here at Duffy's Road. Terrigal Sharks taking on the Erina Eagles live on Bar TV Sports. Make sure if you're tuning in, let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Try and get back to some of those comments a bit later on as Terrigal earn themselves their first penalty of the day. Referee not happy with where that kick was taken from by Todd Lewis. Looks like he might get a second chance at it. And he finds the line inside Erina territory. This is Terrigal's first opportunity to attack the line of the Eagles. Josh Lyon with the first run. Be tackled 30 out from the line. They come the open side through Jowett. Come to the left through Lyon. Lyon goes out the back to Hopwood. Short ball. Finds Letfer. And he'll be brought down 15 out from the line. So real chance here for the Sharks to post first points. Selby out of dummy half. Goes short. Finds Diaz. Diaz with the offload. Comes back to Hopwood. Hopwood crabbing across field, looking for support. Finds Jowett. They've got the numbers. And the referee has found an obstruction or a old school shepherd there, if you like. So both sides failing to capitalise on good opportunities early. Still 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Central Coast Rugby League Tui's Cup. Round 7 action as Erina kicked that one into touch. Trent Pye now off the tap into the heart of the Sharks defence. He'll play a 5 shy of halfway. Comes to Fitzpatrick, who finds the 15 in Gornell. He'll play it inside Sharks territory. Tackle 2. Tiwata now. Goes out the back to O'Byrne. Throws the dummy. And O'Byrne's through. He's got support. A desperate tackle back on the inside there by the 12, Jack Lentfer. O'Byrne had support if he could have broken free. That's Shoveler now, just takes a settler. The Sharks nearly opened up there. Pont out of dummy half. Finds Fitzpatrick out the back to Sheens. Sheens has found some space. Steps back on the inside. Still going. Sheens. Sheens for the try line. Does he get there? No. Desperate defence from the Sharks. And Sheens has stayed down after that tackle. He went desperately close to scoring the opening try. Sheens is still down, receiving some treatment at the moment. Looked like he would score the opening try for the Eagles. Some desperate defence from the Sharks at sideline, calling for some assistance. Here, might be a little bit worse than first thought here for Sheens. Sitting up at the moment, that's a good sign, but sideline have not moved as of yet. Looks like he'll get back to his feet here, Sheens, but doesn't look in a good way at the moment. Might try and walk this one off if he can. He's going to be assisted from the field, so that might be the last we see of Lewis Sheens for this afternoon. See the 14, Toby Elliott, about to come on. Toby Elliott replacing Lewis Sheens. That's a bit of a blow for Erina as Pont out of dummy half goes to Fitzpatrick, finds O'Byrne. O'Byrne beats one, puts it on the toe. And Aiden Wright is going to let that one run dead. So another 7 tackle set here for the Sharks. They kicked early the last time they had a 7 tackle set as they counter-attack here off the tap. Erina a bit slow to get back. Dominant tackle there from Erina. Slow play the ball, but that's tackle 0. They're already up towards their 40. I'll play it just shy of halfway. Selby out of dummy half. He's wrapped up by the markers. A little bit of a stall to this set. That's Lyon. He's tucking it under the arm, trying to create some momentum. Selby out of dummy half. They go short ball. They're into Erina territory. They'll have a chance to put up an attacking kick after this set. Diaz inside the 30. Last tackle. Hopwood to the left. They go to the right. They go through their hands. They've got some numbers out there. The Sharks, they step back on the inside. He's got support. He finds his winger. Back on the inside again. Goes to the line and he's over. No, he's dropped the ball. Both sides showing desperation in defence on their own goal line. Both sides coming close early on. It's still 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Not quite sure how neither team has scored here yet as we see the 19, Luke Drummond, have a run. That's Danny Lawrence out of dummy half, picking up some cheap metres up towards halfway. Pont out of dummy half, goes for a run himself. He's quickly wrapped up by the Terrigal defence and too long in the play the ball. Penalty to Erina. It was Cooper Bromwich out there on the right-hand side who looked like he might find the line. He found Harry King. He came back on the inside and lost the ball in trying to ground it as Tuata now beats 1, beats 2. Still going Tuata. He's only 10 away from the line on tackle 1. Big chance here for the Eagles. Pont in at dummy half. Fitzpatrick goes short, finds Shoveler. He's brought down a couple of metres shy. Pont now. Face ball to Tuata. Can he get it down? No, the Sharks defend their line. Pont again. Oh, and Fitzpatrick can't hang on to the pass. It was at his feet. I'll be disappointed with that, Erina. Now it's Aiden Wright making his way outside his own 20. An offload there by the Sharks. Comes back to Lyon. And Lyon will be brought down just shy of where the offload was from Diaz. Hopwood now. Got some numbers that Erina winger dropping back nice and early. And a penalty to Terrigal. A little bit of push and shove there from O'Byrne. 2 or 3 little shoves there from the 6. Referee just calling out the skipper, Steve Pont. Connor O'Byrne getting a little bit fired up there. Had just under 17 minutes gone here in first grade. Still 0-0 between Erina Eagles and the Terrigal Sharks. Live on Bar TV Sports. Central Coast Rugby League Tui's Cup. And I might get a chance to catch that one. No, I won't. Terrigal find the line. Both teams going awfully close to opening the scoring. It's Ryan Jowett now with the first hit up of the set. Selby out of dummy half. They come flying out of the line. That's Verheen. Sorry, that was Lentfer on the 12. The Erina defence really muscling up here. T. Wata with a good shot. Hopwood out the back. Lewis goes out the back again to right. He's met a good tackle. They're going backwards here, the Sharks. Lyon will get them going in the right direction. This will be the last tackle, so good defence there from Erina. And a knock on in the play the ball by Lyon. That was a disappointing set for Terrigal. Still 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Terrigal Sharks sitting in 4th position on the ladder on 8 points. A win would take them to within 2 of the ladder leaders, Erina. They sit on 12 points. Undefeated so far this season, the Eagles. They win the scrum feed, and O'Byrne, not shying away from it, runs straight at Lentfer. Shoveler now backing his way towards halfway. Slow play the ball. He'll play it right on halfway. Pont out of dummy half, goes short side to right. Right gets the arm free but can't find any support. And they're inside Sharks territory. Pont again to Wata. Carrying 3 with him up towards the 30. Couple of tackles left here for Erina. Pont out of dummy half. O'Byrne goes to the line, finds support out the back. They've found the extra number and it's put down over there. I think that was Drummond. Pass was behind him from Carlisle. Another chance goes begging for the Eagles. 0-0 at Duffy's Road. Terrigal Sharks versus Erina Eagles. Terrigal having a big win last week over Northern Lakes, 38-10, but they're without one of their leading try scorers, Ryan McDonald, today. He misses the game. Scored 6 tries so far this season, McDonald, so he'll be sorely missed out there. The Lentfer now is wrapped up. Some good defence from Erina. Selby out of dummy half. That's a good strong run there from the Sharks. Up towards halfway. Selby again. Pinches some metres. He pinches 10 or 12 metres, but he's run straight at Tiwata. I wouldn't be doing that again. He'll play it. Comes back to Lewis. Lewis puts it up high. Chase is coming through. And it's well taken over there by Drummond. He'll play it. A couple of metres shy of his own 20. That one might have crept up a little bit high too. The 14's out there in Toby Elliott. He replaced Lewis Sheens earlier on. Sheens suffering an injury. T. Wada again. He's gotten through a mountain of work early on, the big man. He made to play it right on halfway. Pont out of dummy half. Finds Fitzpatrick, who kicks early in the count. Can only find Aiden Wright on the full. Wright comes back towards the centre of the field and slips. He'll be tackled just outside his own 20. Harry King now coming in for a run. He pinches 10 metres. Sharks on a bit of a ride. It's a good shot by O'Byrne. Franklin will play it. They've found a bit of space here. Harry Mulligan comes back to Wright, who's met in a good tackle by O'Byrne as Pont is down. He looks like he's carrying an arm, is it? He's still trying to get back into the line, the skipper. This will be the last tackle. Selby goes to Hopwood. Hopwood through their hands, finds Bromwich out there, puts it on the toe. They're going to clean it up, and there's a chance here on the right-hand side if he can find some support. Jack Lenfer snuffs out any counter-attack. Erina will be made to work it away from their own line here. Still 0-0 at Duffy's Road. Terrigal Sharks taking on the Erina Eagles live on Bar TV Sports. Bar TV showing every match of the round this season for Central Coast Rugby League. Erina make their way up towards their own 40. They kick early out of dummy half through Pont, and that one's off the side of the boot and out on the full. So an error there from the skipper. That puts Terrigal right on the attack. He's looking for a 40-20 there. Pont and just muffed his lines. So Terrigal will take over. 40 out from the Erina line. Let's see if they can post first points. At about 23 minutes gone here at Duffy's Road. Still 0-0. Verheyen will play it. Selby goes to Lewis through their hands. Finds the 14 in Vetti Walsh. He tackled 25 out from the line. They go to Lyon. Lyon now making his way towards the 20, so plenty of tackles up their sleeve here for the Sharks. Options both sides. Selby in a dummy half. They go to the right. Through Lewis. Lewis through the hands finds Vetti Walsh. Vetti Walsh is brought down. He's only 8 away from the line here. Sharks on the attack. They go down the short side through Lewis. He's met in some good defence. He pops it out the back. Comes back to Selby. Finds Lyon. Lyon will be pushed and dragged backwards. Lost a little bit of momentum there, the Sharks. Last tackle, Selby out of dummy half. Puts a little kick in behind, looking for a repeat set. And that's well cleaned up there by Toby Elliott. And just to get out of the zone in goal and up towards his own 10-metre line. They just lost a little bit of momentum in that set, the Sharks. It's Erina now trying to work it away from their own line. Luke Gornell. Player 25 out. Pont. Goes to O'Byrne. Finds Lawrence, who had the arm free for a second, but the cavalry comes across for the Sharks. There's a bit of a wrestle going on here. Lawrence and Lentfer, it looks like. He's been involved in a little bit early, Lentfer. A little bit of a tap on the cheek there. That's right. They come to the right-hand side through O'Byrne. Puts the kick up. A difficult one to deal with. It sits up nicely, though, for the Sharks. Harry King fields it and tries to find some room out on that right-hand side. So they're winning the battle of field position at the moment, Terrigal. No points for either team to speak of. Selby out of dummy half. So they make their way into Erina territory. Behan plays it and they find another willing runner. That's the 21, Aaron Weston, who's just come onto the field. Hopwood now puts a kick in behind, but Erina are alive to it and they're happy to just let that one run over the sideline. Mitchell Deegan didn't want anything to do with that one, and not the worst result for Terrigal, but would have liked that one to have stayed in field, I think. .26.5 minutes gone here at Duffy's Road. It's still 0-0. Erina coming off the bye. Positives and negatives about that. Positives are they got to have a little bit of a rest and work out those niggling injuries, but can have a negative effect on teams. It can give them a little bit of ring rust. They lead the competition at the moment, Erina Eagles. We see the 17 out there in Ollie Clements. John O'Wright now making his way up over the 40. A good pedigree, John O'Wright. Distinguished NRL career. Canterbury, Parramatta, the Warriors. Manly as well, and he's here at the Erina Eagles. A great addition to the Central Coast Rugby League competition as Wright fields the kick. Just haven't been able to get on top at all, Erina. They've been really pinned back by this Sharks outfit. They've had a promising start to the year, Terrigal. It'd be a big result if they could get the chocolates here this afternoon. So they come down the left-hand side through Hopwood. Finds Mulligan. I said the two centres for Terrigal this year have been outstanding. Mulligan and McDonald. McDonald missing today through injury, but both of them on 6 tries apiece to start the year. Selby out of dummy half. Comes down the short side through Hopwood, who puts it on the toe. That's well picked up there by Deegan. And an equally good chase from Hopwood. So again, Erina having to work it off their own line. That's Fitzpatrick having to do a bit of the dirty work. Tackle 2. He's only 5 out from his own line. Terrigal now really muscling up in defence. Erina with a quick play the ball. That'll help their cause. Drummond now. 25 out from his own line. Pont in at dummy half. Find the 10 in Stephen, who's out there. Ben Stephen into the fray. Looks like Kenny Tuata's having a well-deserved break. O'Byrne with the kick. Looking for the 40-20, and I think he's got it. Great kick from O'Byrne. The winger was back there for Terrigal and just got a little bit lost, I think. It's Kyle Franklin. I think he just lost his bearings, and O'Byrne puts Erina right on the attack. Great chance here for the Eagles. Fitzpatrick finds Stephen. Stephen will be tackled 10 out from the line. Tackle 1. Pont in at dummy half. Goes short, finds a willing runner, and Trent Pye's scored, has he? No, he hasn't. I can't believe nobody has scored in this game yet. Both teams have been over the line on numerous occasions. As we see the replay, Pye looked like he was going to score for all the tea in China, and a great tackle by Aidan Wright. Aidan Wright with an absolute try saver there from fullback. Still Erina ball though, 6 to go. O'Byrne, he's looked likely, steps off the right, heads back towards the posts. He'll be brought down 5 away. Pont in at dummy half. They go short to Stephen now. He'll be tough to stop from there, Stephen. And the referee's blowing a penalty. So another let off for Terrigal. There's a little bit of a push and shove underneath the, or what would be the black dot. Frustrations boiling over at the moment for the table toppers. Well, Aiden Wright saved a certain 4-pointer there, probably 6. It's kept the score at 0-0. We're into the final 10 minutes here at Duffy's Road. In a hotly contested game. I think the referee might have found a little obstruction there against Erina. Really lets Terrigal Sharks off the hook as Lewis kicks for touch. He finds it just shy of his own 30. This is Vahayan with a good strong carry off the tap. Got the 17 out there at the moment in Jack Stringer. We'll go into dummy half. Stringer now finds the 9 in Ben Mooney. Mooney beats a couple of would-be tacklers, and they're only 35 out from the line here, Terrigal. It's been a good set so far. Stringer out of dummy half, finds Lewis, who kicks early again. That one's sat up beautifully. The bounce, and Lewis, Aiden Wright couldn't regather. The bounce did Drummond like a Shane Warne leg break. And Aiden Wright just couldn't bring it in. Both teams bombing chances. And the scoreline remains 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Danny Lawrence will be made to play it 12 out from halfway. Wright back on the angle. That's a good tackle there from Mulligan. He's going to be asked to go back and play it on the spot, right. Pont finds Clements. And he's up to halfway. Pont again. Finds Fitzpatrick. Throws the dummy. Stringer wasn't going to fall for that one. I'll play it 40 out, and the ball's hit the deck there. Comes to O'Byrne. He's looked dangerous today, O'Byrne. He's already kicked a 40-20. He'll play the ball 30 out. Comes to Clements. Clements finds Pont, who goes to the air. It's high. The winger's coming across. Harry King, and he spilled it, King. And it'll be a knock on. Well, they've found a little knock on from Erina there. So it'll be a changeover. I think Terrigal might have got away with one there. We'll see the replay. Goes up high. He may have got a hand to it, Jack Carlisle. A good call from the referee as Terrigal now working away from their own line. Vahayan up towards his own 40. Stringer out of dummy half. Come down the left. Good defence from Wright and Clements. Stringer again out of dummy half. Pinches 8-10. Mooney out of dummy half goes to Lewis. That one's going to be tough to deal with, but well taken back there by Toby Elliott. Makes his way across field. He beats the first tackler, but the defence and the chase was good from Terrigal. Right in at dummy half. Tegan will play it. Around 25 out from his own line. Stephen looking for the quick play, the ball. Probably got to run away with one there, Stephen. Oh, that's Stephen. The 19 is Drummond. Pont now goes to O'Byrne. O'Byrne kicks. Won't be a 40-20 this time as Wright comes across. That one was from outside the 40, and Wright's happy to see that one trickle into touch. Still 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Terrigal Sharks taking on the Erina Eagles in Central Coast Rugby League match of the round. Live on Bar TV Sports. If you're tuning in on Bar TV, let us know who you're cheering for and where you're cheering from. Clock ticking down towards half time. If you're just tuning in and you're looking at the scoreline of 0-0, you probably think it's been a pretty boring first half, but both sides having numerous opportunities to open the scoring. Beggars belief that we're still at 0-0 here at Duffy's Road. Good defence, driving the attacker backwards. It was Carlisle and Fitzpatrick in on the tackle. Verheyen, now he's been busy. Plenty of touches for the 15 from Terrigal. It comes to Lewis, who kicks early, looking for the 40-20. It's a big kick. Can he get the bounce? No, it'll sit up for Elliott. Elliott goes to Drummond and just shrugs off Bromwich. Drummond will play the ball 15 out from his own line. Something that Erina has done a lot today, work it out from their own end. Danny Lawrence now up over his own 30. Pont in at dummy half. Comes to the right through Stephen. He'll be picked up. He's still fighting for yards, Stephen. Played 8 shy of halfway and a little knock on there from Pont. He's got a little bit ahead of himself there, the skipper. He'd probably agree with me when I say he probably hasn't had his best half of football this season. Put one out on the full earlier on and a little error there out of dummy half. So I can see the halftime entertainment. The Terrigal and Erina Juniors getting ready for a hit out at halftime. Hopwood feeds a scrum, and that was a very messy scrum. He'll get away with it there, Kai Hopwood. Take 2, and he feeds that one a lot better right now. Going across field, beats Fitzpatrick. Ball's on the deck, turnover. Oh, and a chance there for Carlisle, but desperate defence from the Sharks. And a penalty might go to the bin here, Willie. Oh, I reckon he's lucky he's avoided the sin bin there. Chance goes begging for the Sharks, and now it's Erina's turn to go on the attack just before half-time. Clements now. Can they open the scoring? 30 out, centre field. They go to Fitzpatrick. They come back on the angle through Shoveler. He'll back his way over the 20. Plenty of tackles up their sleeve here for the Eagles. 0-0 the score. Pont out of dummy half. Fitzpatrick goes to O'Byrne. O'Byrne short ball to John O'Wright. John O'Wright for the line. And Wright will open the scoring. Erina strike first. John O'Wright, lovely ball from O'Byrne. And Wright finds the corner. 4-0 with a kick to come. So we see the replay. Lovely short ball from O'Byrne, and Wright. He's not getting any younger, John O'Wright, but he had enough pace to find the corner. And he opens the scoring for the Eagles, and that's an absolute backbreaker for the Sharks, who've really been up for the fight. To concede like that just before half-time. Coach Lyons will have a speech on his hands at the break. Can't let his team come out here in the second half with their heads down. And the ladder lead is Erina. It's taken them 39 odd minutes. Be Fitzpatrick to try and add the extras. Sitting second at the moment on the points tally. Sits on 50 points. He's behind Josh Mantellato from the Warangaroos. On the preferred side for the left footer as he moves in. Strikes it, coming back around, but not enough. Touchy's waved that one away, so scoreline remains 4-0 as we approach half time here at Duffy's Road. Erina Eagles leading the Terrigal Sharks. First versus fourth here in Central Coast Rugby League Tooheys Cup action. It'll be right to get us back underway as we tick down towards half time. Oh, no. Nice take there from Erina. Pye now. Bring it back towards his own 20. Stephen. Meant a solid shot there by Verheyen and company. There's Mooney in on the tackle as well. Clements now. Fighting his way up towards his own 40. Verheyen in on the tackle again. Pont out of dummy half, finds Stephen again. And he's tackled 5 shy of halfway. A couple of tackles remaining in this set. Fitzpatrick through the hands, finds Pye. Pye will be brought down just inside Sharks territory. Last tackle. Steady set from Erina as Fitzpatrick puts it on the toe. Well picked up there by Aiden Wright. And he'll be made to play at about 20 out from his own line. Oh, and the ball's been put on the deck there by Verheyen. We've gone into red numbers on our broadcast, so we can't be too far away from half time as Erina might get one more chance here before the break. Oh, I can see the timekeeper's got his hand on the hooter. Looks like we'll get at least one play. They win the scrum. There's the hooter. Last play of the half. Fitzpatrick just happy to die with it. So the halftime break here. The Erina Eagles 4 lead the Terrigal Sharks 0. A try to Jono Wright just before half time. And the scoreline is a little bit misleading here because it's been an entertaining first half here at Duffy's Road. We'll be back here on Bar TV for the second half shortly. Welcome back here to Duffy's Road, Central Coast Rugby League, Tooheys Cup match of the round. We're into round 7. It's the Erina Eagles leading the Terrigal Sharks 4 points to nil. A try to John O'Wright just before half time sees Erina lead 4 points to nil. So Burns about to get us back underway for the second half. Erina running right to left on your screen as O'Byrne kicks deep. Not that deep, actually. It was a little spiral torpedo-ish. Vetti Walsh takes it. He'll play it 25 out from his own line on tackle 1. Stringer in a dummy half. Finds Verheyen. He tackled 15 shy of halfway. Stringer again. Finds Hopwood. Hopwood shows and goes. He's through Hopwood. He's got support. Comes to the fullback. Fends him off. He's still going here, Hopwood. He's still got support. Finds Bromwich. And the referee's found an obstruction in there. Kai Hopwood going coast to coast. It's running in behind a player by the looks of things. So we see the replay. Fended one off. I'm not sure there was a lot in that, to be honest. Didn't look like anybody was obstructed. Promising signs early for the Sharks. It'll be Pye with the first run. They go to Stephen now. He's tackled 35 out from the line. Pont in a dummy half. Finds O'Byrne. O'Byrne out the back to Elliott. Elliott's out there in the 14 because Lewis Sheens has had to come off in the first half through injury. Clements now will play it. 25 out from the line. Pont goes to the line. O'Byrne's hitting a decent shot. It looked like there might have been a bit of shoulder involved, but the referee says play on. O'Byrne slow to his feet. Well, he's not to his feet yet. Thought there might have been a little bit of shoulder in that one. It was right up under the ribs. Might have winded him a little bit. Referee didn't see anything wrong with it. So O'Byrne will play the ball. He's back to his feet, which is a good sign for the Eagles. Referee not ready there. This will be the last tackle here for Erina. Pont out of dummy half. Comes to Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick ball back on the inside. It hits the deck. Comes back to Pont. Pont puts it across field. The ball's been put on the deck by Terrigal. That one goes into touch. So Kyle Franklin unable to hold on to it. A great chance here for the Eagles. They'll have a full set of 6 at their disposal. 10 out from the Sharks line. They lead 4 points to nil. And they're deep to the left. It'll come that way through Fitzpatrick. Fitzpatrick finds Carlisle. Carlisle will be brought down right in front of the uprights. Pont out of dummy half. Short ball to Clement. Clement will score. Ollie Clements goes over. And Erina double their lead. 8 points to nil with a kick to come. Just a good, strong charge to the line there from Clements. Hit the ball hard and it was too tough to stop from that close. Erina now go out to an 8-0 lead with a kick to come from right in front of the uprights. Fitzpatrick to try and have the extras. Jake Fitzpatrick converts the try. 10-0. The Eagles lead. It'll be Aiden Wright to get us back underway. Shoveler now. Off the kick-off, he'll play it 20 out from his own line. Pont out of dummy half. That's Stephen out there in the 10. Clements, the try scorer, finds a hole. Clements, he's through. He's got support. Clements finds his support. And Elliott will go over, shut the gate. The horse is bolted. Toby Elliott with the try. And Erina go back-to-back and blow this one wide open. 14-10 with a kick to come. Ollie Clements, what an impact he's had off the bench. Scored one himself. He's set another one up now. Toby Elliott backing up on the inside like all good fullbacks. Had 30 metres to run, but he never looked like being headed, Elliott. $14-0, about to be 16 after this conversion from Fitzpatrick. Erina starting to pull away in this one. Taking his time over this one, Fitzpatrick. As he moves in. Flags are up. 16-0, Erina lead. And they've blown this one wide open, the Eagles. They're leading 4-0 at half time. 2 quick tries to open this second half. Wright will get us back underway again. Only just to find the grass, but... And they've another good charge from Erina. They're on the front foot here at the moment, the Eagles. Terrigal just trying to slow things down, and Stephen puts it on the deck. A chance here for Terrigal to strike back. Trail 16-0 here at the moment. They'll have a full set of 6 at their disposal from about 25 out from the Erina line. Comes to Lewis. Lewis to Wright. Wright comes out the back to Bromwich. Bromwich will be brought down 20 out from his own, from the attacking line. Harry King out of dummy half. Pinches a couple of metres. Really need to get their halves involved in this set. Vetti Walsh goes short, finds Verheyen. They're inside the 10 here, Terrigal. Need to be next to score. Stringer out of dummy half. Finds Jowett. Jowett out the back to Hopwood. Short ball. Lenfer will be brought down. Stringer again. Goes himself. Stringer, can he get there? No, he can't get there. Well, it looked like he got the ball down there, Stringer. He'll be made to play it 10 out. Comes to Hopwood. Hopwood with a little kick in behind. Takes it affection. Lewis nearly gets there. It's battered dead by Pye. Tell you what, Stringer went within a blade of grass of scoring. They managed to force a repeat set here. All Pye could do was bat that one dead, so it'll be O'Byrne to take the drop out. It's a wobbly old one. It sits up nicely for Lewis. Lewis gives it to Verheyen. Will be brought down. 28 out from the line. Goes to Mooney. Mooney will play at 20 out. Stringer out of dummy half. He's been good since he's come on, Stringer. He's only 10 away, so a great chance here for the Sharks. Mooney in at dummy half. So go to Hopwood. Hopwood with a long pass. Finds Mulligan out there. The Aaron defence up to the task. Franklin out of dummy half. Bit of a wasted play there from Terrigal. Last tackle comes to Lewis. The kick pressure's good. He beats one, does he? Finds Stringer, who puts it on the toe. Elliott's back there, and he beats the first tackle. And a nice kick return there from Toby Elliott. And the offload and a knock on, so Erina just inviting Terrigal back into this one at the moment. Terrigal will have a scrum feed, 20 out from the line. Trail 16 points to nil. Had around 12 minutes gone in this second half. Referee not happy with that one, so we'll have another scrum. Comes to Bromwich. Bromwich is tackled inside the 10, so chance here for the Sharks. Building plenty of pressure. Lewis goes short. Finds Verheyen. He's brought down just in front of the right upright. Stringer out of dummy half. Comes to Lewis. Lewis finds the 14. It's Vetti Walsh. And he's pushed into touch. So great defence from the Eagles. They withstand another raid from the Sharks. The scoreline stays at 16 points to nil. Cheerio to Ronald Orchard tuning in, cheering on the Eagles. So Erina win the scrum feed. The O'Byrne who takes a run from the back of the scrum. So they look to work it away from their own line. It's been all Terrigal the last 5 or so minutes. Erina managing to repel their attacks. Stephen will be playing the ball 40 out from his own line, Clements. He's brought down 5 shy of halfway on the last. Comes to Fitzpatrick, who kicks back towards the middle of the field. It'll sit up for Wright. Wright has a chance to link with Franklin. He does so. And that one's been battered down. They had a chance there, Terrigal. Mitchell Deegan getting a hand to that one. They had the overlap. Big turnout here today at Duffy's Road. Plenty of supporters from both clubs on the hill. So the Erina fans will be going home happy at the moment. Looking to maintain their unbeaten start to the season. Mulligan will play at 15 shy of halfway. Stringer out of dummy half. Finds Vetty Walsh. Stringer again. Finds Verheyen. Certainly hasn't checked his responsibilities today. Lewis now, he'll kick early. Finds over the head of the winger in Drummond. That one will go into touch, so probably not the result that Terrigal were looking for. We see the 16 Bailey Scott about to enter the game for the first time today for the Eagles. Looks like Josh Lyon will be coming back into the action as well for Terrigal Sharks. So both coaches going to their benches at the moment. John O'Wright will play the ball 25 out from his own line. Comes to Stephen, who crawls his way up over the 30. Get on the short side again through O'Byrne. Had the arm free, O'Byrne, but couldn't find support. Pont out of dummy half. Finds Fitzpatrick, who goes to Shoveler. Shoveler beats the first man, but wrapped up by some good defence from Terrigal. Last tackle, right on halfway. Pont comes to the left, goes to Fitzpatrick, who puts it up high. Chase is coming through, and it's well taken there by Harry King. Under a little bit of pressure there from the chase from Carlisle. Hayden Wright has wrestled to the ground on tackle 2. Stringer out of dummy half. Finds Franklin on a standing start. Couple of wasted tackles there for the Sharks. Stringer again. I think that's Lyon who's back out there. Stringer again. He's got Hopwood in support. He finds 15 to 20 metres. Hopwood puts it on the deck though. Turnover there from Terrigal. Lawrence comes up with it. Deegan will play the ball inside Sharks territory. There's the 16 Scott. That's his first touch. So coming down the left-hand side now. Fitzpatrick back underneath to Shoveler. Fitzpatrick hit a little late there, but managed to stay on his feet. Pont now. Goes to Scott. They find O'Byrne. Manages to hold on to that one, O'Byrne. He comes back to the left. He'll play the ball 20 out from the line. They lead 16 points to 0 here, the Eagles. Fitzpatrick back on the inside to Shoveler. Shoveler's brought down in a good legs tackle there by Verheyen. Last tackle, Pont out of dummy half, goes to Scott. Scott puts that one down, and the Sharks manage to keep themselves in this one. It's a long way back here for Terrigal, but Lyon will play the ball just inside his own 20. Franklin plays a stringer now. Finds Verheyen. Been tireless today. Brave Verheyen. Finds Lyon. He'll be tackled 15 shy of halfway as Lewis now kicks long. It's a fourth tackle kick. Straight down the throat of Drummond. He'll bring it back at pace, Drummond. That's a good tackle from Bromwich. Harry King over the top. Elliott comes back centre field and looks to be in a little bit of pain. Toby Elliott. Sort of replacement for Lewis Sheens, who went off earlier on. Probably wouldn't want to lose another fullback today. Big hello to Graham Tanner, who's tuning in, cheering on the Eagles as well. You happy at the moment, Graham? They lead 16 points to 0. It's Pont out of dummy half, goes to Bailey Scott. He'll play at 5 shy of halfway. Pont goes to Clements. Pont again. Scott again. Really putting his hand up for some work. Bailey Scott. Pont goes to O'Byrne, who kicks early. The winger's back. It's come to Deegan. Deegan with the catch. He's got support on the inside. Deegan steps back on the inside. Deegan will score, will he? No, he's dropped it. Did all the hard work there. Mitchell Deegan couldn't find the try line. Now it's Terrigal's chance with a 7 tackle set. Goes without saying they really need to be next to score here, the Sharks. A nice offload. They pick up some metres here. Stringer now up over halfway. Right in at dummy half. Comes to Lewis. Finds Mooney. Mooney through the hands. Finds Bromwich. 25 away from the Erina line. A few tackles left up their sleeve. Lewis short ball. Finds Weston. Come down the short side again. Lewis puts it on the toe. The fullback Elliott is happy to just bat that one dead. So nice set of 6 there from Terrigal. Time is starting to become an enemy for them. Under 20 minutes to go in this one. They trail 16 points to 0. So you see the referee blow time off. Looks like Steve Pont with a bit of an injury. Next up for Terrigal Sharks, they travel to Woy Woy next Saturday night. Take on the Roosters. That'll be an important game for both clubs. As for Erina, they take on Northern Lakes at Erina. So referee blows time back on, and it's O'Byrne who gets us back underway with a drop out. Travels about 48 on the fly. Jowett play the ball 30 out from the line. Tackle 1. Stringer now. Ball's gone back, has it? It'll be play on through right. No, the referee is going to say he's knocked that one on. Josh Lyon with the error. Real let off there for the Eagles. 16 points to 0 there in the lead. Terrigal here at Duffy's Road. Central Coast Rugby League Tooheys Cup Round 7 action. Match of the round. Live on Bar TV Sports. I'm Dan McCamley bringing you all the action. Goes to Lawrence. shoveler now. Maybe picked up and dumped on the ground by the Terrigal defence. Looks like big Kenny Tawada's going to have his second stint here. Scott will play the ball right on halfway once he eventually gets to his feet. Pont in at dummy half, finds Fitzpatrick out the back to O'Byrne. Dummies to right, skips across field, but Terrigal defence is alive to the danger. Last tackle. Fitzpatrick to kick, puts it up high. Under no pressure, Aiden Wright takes that. He'll be made to play at about 28 out from his own line. Last round, they had the bye last week, Erina. Came off a 40-0 win over Berkeleyvale in round 5. So they haven't conceded a point in a fair while, as we see Hopwood now through the middle looking for a hole. They beat Berkeleyvale 40-0 and they lead Terrigal 16-0. So Coach Dane Allen would be very happy with their defensive performance. Lewis goes through the hands to Mooney. He'll be brought down about 35 out from the line. Last tackle goes to Lewis. Lewis will kick high. It's an end-over-end kick. It's well taken over there by Deegan. Deegan finds a bit of room. He runs in behind one or two players. Gets away with it. Bromwich might have come up with a one-on-one strip, has he? Oh, he got his arm in there, Bromwich. Tiwada now out there for his second stint. Backs his way up towards the 40. Fitzpatrick. They go through their hands. They found some space here. Drummond kicks on the inside. Aiden Wright was well positioned and he looks to counter-attack here right. They've got some space out on the left. Harry Mulligan now. He'll play at 5 shy of halfway. Franklin comes back centre field. Stringer in a dummy half. Finds Jowett. Just tucks it under the arm. Sloppy pass there from Stringer. Comes to Lewis, though. He kicks over the top. The chase is on here. Harry King's after it. Will it sit up? No, it won't. Elliott sees that one over the dead ball line, so decent chase from Harry King, but Lewis just couldn't get that one to sit up. 16 points to 0 here at Duffy's Road. Erina lead Terrigal. Erina looking to maintain their unbeaten start to the season. Clements plays it. Drummond now in off his wing. Meant a good shot there by Bromwich. Tiwata carries 3 with him up towards halfway. Clements. Looks like Steve Pont is on the bench. Luke Gornell. John O'Wright poked his nose through again. Just got ankle tapped. He's looking for the quick play the ball right, and Hopwood wouldn't let him up. Comes to O'Byrne. Fitzpatrick. They go through their hands. Elliott. They find some space out here on the right, left-hand side. Ball back in field. Lewis comes up with it. So we see a little error out of dummy half. And the Terrigal heads go down. Neither team in any real rush to get this scrum packed. Clock ticking down towards 10 minutes to go here in this one. Erina will win the scrum feed. They go through the hands. Lawrence is still going out there. He's pushed 1, 2 off. He's inside the 10. Chance here to put the nail in the coffin for the Eagles. So they come to Fitzpatrick. Clements now beats the first man. Still going Clements. He's tackled 10 away right in front of the uprights. Tiwata for the line. Tiwata will score. That'll be all she wrote. Kenny Tiwata scores the try. 20 points to 0 with a kick to come. Nothing better than seeing a big man charging onto it from that close. He was too big to stop from there, Kenny Tiwata. Big smile on his face as well. He was outstanding in his first stint. He's come back on here in the second half and producing the goods again. Fitzpatrick adds the extras. 22 points to 0. The Erina Eagles lead the Terrigal Sharks. Central Coast Rugby League Tooheys Cup, round 7. Match of the day here on Bar TV Sports. It looks like Erina are going to continue their unbeaten start to the season. As Kyle Franklin was probably about 6 to 7 metres offside from that kickoff. Trying to get away with one over on the far side. Wasn't even close, to be honest. Fitzpatrick will find the line. It's been put down in the crowd. Disappointing effort, that. Carlisle takes the tap. He finds Trent Pye. He went close 2 or 3 times in the first half, Pye, to getting on the score sheet. Tiwata will play the ball. Gornell in a dummy half. Fitzpatrick out the back to O'Byrne. O'Byrne looked to go in behind John O'Reilly. He comes back towards the centre of the field, O'Byrne. He's been good today. Plays the ball. Goes to Tiwata looking for a double. Tiwata for the line. Can he get it down? Yes, he does. The referee likes it. He points to the spot. Big Kenny Tiwata with a double. And Erina now lead 26 points to 0 with a kick to come. Just feels like the resistance has been broken out there. Terrigal, after an outstanding performance in the first half. Those 2 quick tries to start the second half from Erina really blew this game open, and Terrigal with a couple of opportunities to get back into it, just couldn't capitalise on it. Now Erina really running away with this one. The scoreline a little bit misleading here for the Eagles. They'll certainly know they've been in a fight. It'll be Fitzpatrick to try and add the extras. Big shout out to Tangles, the ex-Erina president, who's tuning in on Bar TV Sports. Hope you're enjoying the coverage. You should be. Your team's leading 28 points to nil. They're undefeated to start the season. Big Kenny Tiwata with a double. He's on the hat-trick. I wonder how many hat-tricks he scored in his career. Kick-off goes down. Bailey Scott will be brought down about 18 out from his own line on tackle 1. Go to Tiwata again. Backing his way up towards the 40. They're on a roll here, Erina. Out of dummy half goes Gornell. He picks up 15. Quick play the ball as they come down the short side through Fitzpatrick. He's just happy to roll that one towards the touchline, and a beautiful kick from the halfback. It's exactly what you want after points. Oh, we nearly score a scrum go against the feed there. It's almost as if the referee sees the ball go the wrong way, he just blows it up. That's not the best of passes from the back of the scrum, but managed to come up with possession, Terrigal, through Hopwood. Erina lead 28 points to nil. As that one's been put down and Fitzpatrick comes up with it, so Erina go on the attack again. Pye now. He's met a tough shot. Jack Stringer out there in the 17. Gornell goes to Fitzpatrick. Through the hands, finds Stephen. Can be brought down 10 out from the line. Give it to Big Kenny. He's on the hat-trick. Gornell goes to O'Byrne. O'Byrne short ball to Elliott. Elliott goes close. Good defence there from Terrigal. So come to the left. Fitzpatrick finds Pye. Pye to Clements. Ball to Drummond. Ball's forward. Carlisle throwing that one to Drummond. Touch forward. Otherwise, it was try time in the corner for the big winger. Clock ticks down towards full time. Announce the Ainsworth man of the match shortly. Been plenty of good performances out there from Erina. Hayden Wright now. It's a good strong run at the back end of the game. Quick play the ball as well. That's Big Weston now. And Weston earns his team a penalty. We're getting closer and closer to back-to-back games without points conceded here for Erina. They lead 28-0. Clock ticking down towards full time. Verheyen now. Chance here for the Sharks to post some points. Hopwood back underneath. Lyon will play the ball inside the 20. Hopwood again comes to Lewis. Lewis out the back to right. Ball's on the ground. It's picked up by Harry King, who comes back in field. Mooney in a dummy half. They come down the short side through Hopwood. They've got some numbers. Ball's been flicked back on the inside. Comes back to King again. This will be the last. Comes to Lyon. Lyon puts one up. That's definitely off the outside of the boot. Oh, and it's been dropped. I think the referee was blowing the whistle for a catch there. Elliott spilled his lollies. Probably have to give man of the match today, the Ainsworth man of the match, to big Kenny Tiwata. An outstanding first stint in the first half. Probably averaged 2 touches a set. He's come back out here in the second half for his second stint and crossed the line twice. His hands on his knees at the moment, but he's had a big day, Kenny. So congratulations, Kenny Tiwata, on the Ainsworth man of the match. There's Weston with a good run. Aaron Weston. Comes to Lewis. Out the back to Hopwood. Hopwood throws the dummy. Can he go through? Desperate defence from John O'Wright. It's flicked out the back. He'll be made to play it. They want to hold on to this duck egg here, Erina. Lewis. Back underneath to Verheyen. Slow play the ball. Mooney out of dummy half. Throws the dummy. Not falling for it. They deserve a try here, Terrigal. Can they get across the stripe? Hopwood. Ball hits the deck. Comes to Lewis. Lewis to Wright. Wright with a kick in behind. It's taken a ricochet. It comes back. Not played at. That'll be the last tackle. Might be the last chance. Lewis now. Look to go down the short side. It'll be play on. Still not played at. Comes to the big front rower and Jowett puts it up. It's been put down by Erina. Deegan's knocked it backwards. He manages to regather and get out of his own in goals. There's the full-time siren here at Duffy's Road. Erina Eagles 28 defeat the Terrigal Sharks 0. It was 4-0 at half-time. John O'Wright crossing just before half-time. Erina led 4-0 at half-time, and then second half tries to Ollie Clements, Toby Elliott, and a double to Kenny Tiwata. Jake Fitzpatrick kicking 4 from 5. And that's the 28 points for Erina, who sit undefeated on top of the competition. Back-to-back weeks that they haven't conceded points. The scoreline doesn't reflect how close this one was, ladies and gentlemen. Terrigal putting up a big fight in that first half. Erina showing their class in the second. Make sure you tune in next week to Bar TV's coverage of Central Coast Rugby League Match of the Round. I'm Dan McCamley signing off here from Duffy's Road.